Sound, I think, is on. Yeah, game sound's on. Let's get YouTube chat pulled up. Then we'll be rocking and rolling. I've just asked my... So we're going to start off in a gambit today. It's my key, so hopefully it goes well. We just asked our mage if he could soak the star on the final boss and have gotten no reply. So, love to see that. Alright. YouTube chat, where you at? Okay, mage just said sure. Alright, so we got YouTube chat pulled up. Let's go ahead and pop it out so we can read it. And I'm going to be starting off in a key, so if I'm not as responsive, I apologize. But it's what we got to do. Do we go with a verse file or a verse flask, or do we go with a haste flask? I think verse. Hopefully I don't regret that. Surely I won't regret that, right? Alright. Posted in the Discord. Starting second boss on gold pile. It says tank. So we're going to go up and around instead of just starting in the corner and around. We'll stack on moon for second boss? Uh-oh. He marked me and is calling me the stack point. I mean, I have channels and casts, but okay. Alright, let's do another ready check. Let's get ready for this. This is a 19 gambit. First attempt at a 19 gambit. I will say, all I remember from when I did the 18 gambit is that every time I go into this dungeon, my game lags so bad on the first pool. So hopefully we don't encounter that. LBN, what's up, Zarkin? Good to see you. Happy, what is it, Wednesday? Happy Wednesday, man. Very good to have you around. See what I mean? The game lags. So hopefully my game can survive a bit. I kind of always just have to resort to spinning on this first pool, which isn't like as ideal as you would hope. Let's go and shoot a chi burst before I forget, because that's good damage. I'm going to get to 4 stacks of teachings, and I'm just going to spin and pray. Yeah, you see that lag. Oh, and apparently I'm not using my shield trinket. That is no bueno. So we have my raid trinkets on. I'm going to go ahead and use Fort Brew. Oh no, no shield trinket. I am very worried. Might have to cocoon my druid. Hi, Mr. Ninja Man. What's up, Keep On Couple? Why does it say... Oh, Brutal Static. I just went live. I was about to say... I thought it said, first time chatter with Keep On Couple. I was about to say, what? That's not real. But welcome in, Brutal Static and Co. Good to see you guys. How was your stream? I think we're going to cocoon there. Just to be safe, because that was a near one shot. But welcome in. We just hit go live. I'm like... Still got my tired eyes on. We're starting off in a, it's a good key. I lucked out with the vault this week on a Gambit 19. Ooh, that's an innerbait. Lucked out on a Gambit 19, but now I feel the pressure of like, whenever you get an easier key, you know, quote, easy key, you're like, oh, now we have to time this, right? You just left Brutal's stream on the 20. Brutal, I tuned into your stream yesterday, and it literally, as I finished my ad that I was watching coming into the stream, it said, like, stream ending. I was so sad. I was about to hang out. I was ready to vibe all day yesterday, because Tuesdays are kind of the day that I don't stream. So I was ready to vibe, and I just see stream ending. Ah, big sad. We got a bolt hitting the druid, but he's fine. He popped the defensive, so... Noted. Also, we raided for the first time in over a month last night, and I'm not used to swapping my gear around again after raid night, so I am not using my Mythic Plus trinkets, which has me a little concerned. See, like there I could shield the druid. He did go into bear form, and that saved him, but like goodness gracious, dude. What are balanced druids? What are they made of? Why is it paper? Yo, what's up, Drewish? He has to pick up the kids from school at 3 p.m. Ah, okay, I see. I see. And yeah, we are on the same time zone, so that checks out. I'm gonna cocoon the druid. And we can just like hot up and run to the next pool. That is a weird route, like going double Goliath, but I guess you skip. I don't know if I like that. Oh god, don't get piranha'd. Oh my goodness. If I fall behind because I'm not over here, I'm gonna cry. Ooh, camera angles. Okay, we're back. I'm just gonna spin. So I have to move. Okay, we are not targeting the totems, which I like. Noted. Zero death first pull with the balance. Well, with the balance druid. We take that, honestly. Let's go in lightning. I need to Shayloons as well to get myself some buffs. To hit things hard. Let's kick that. Okay, I do have a shield ready for the druid when he needs it. Or for the whole party when the druid needs it, basically. So let's go and pop that. And then I will have a cocoon for him next time. I love how this whole... So far, this dungeon's just been a big mini-game of how do we keep the druid alive? I mean, that's the downside. Why did I invite a balanced druid? Luckily, he's been a very good player. And then for the next one, he should have his defensive. I actually don't know if he will. I can Soothing Mist him to give him 6% mitigation. And with how close these have been to a kill on him, I feel like that 6% will matter. Which is, it's not nothing, right? But welcome in everyone from Brutal Stream. It's very nice to have you guys. So let's Soothing Mist him. Oh, I was a little late, but that's okay. Okay, we are gonna have to kill these totems. There we go. Let's kick that. Fake news. How is Brutal stream? I know Brutal's isn't Brutal kind of going through the thing where he's like helping everyone get their 12s and stuff. I really want to do that. I really want to like do a stream one day where we kind of just help people get to 3K and stuff, but I feel like the majority of my viewers that like come back every day typically have 3K, so it is kind of hard to like do that. And on the other side, like most of my viewers, my average viewer is a healer, right? So it's like really hard for me to do things like that, but man, I would love to do that. That's like the dream stream, is just helping multiple people get like, you know, AOTC or 3K IO or like some kind of goal that they have, you know. Let's go and Shayloons for a big buff. And we are going to kill this totem, so I'm just going to go ahead and crackle it. I'm going to touch a death it for a buff. It's my damage. Let's do some more damage. Big damage. I kind of don't want to go down to 0 stacks of my big crackling Jade Lightning, because we're coming up on these like these Guardian pools, and man, they're so annoying as a melee. Like I want to have like all my ranged buttons available so I can actually participate in this pool. I will wait until we get all 4 of them. 215 bench press helped me. Oh man, I haven't worked out in forever. I just started like recently working out again. I don't have the best setup. It looks like the druid. Oh no, who went? The mage, I guess. But I just recently started working out again. But I really want to get like fully back into it. Let's go and Shayloons. Do a Chi burst. Do a lightning. Do what we can. Oh no. I just want to tag one enemy. Just one. We have me and a DH. So this is kind of awkward. Okay, whenever the druid gets hit by Purifying Blast is when I'll pop GG. Purge by Fire on me. I'm going to try to take that over here. Can't even mess around with this dot. Let's do a little dance around it. Alright. Oh, tank, no! My key! He got one tapped. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it.
The curse of flesh has burned away.
Oh no. Dang, man. This is the trouble with like a key is like sometimes you just get one shot at it. He said, "I'm so sorry." Happens. Happens. It's all good. 18. I don't necessarily want to do the 18 if I'm being honest. I just inted, I heard it and didn't press a defensive. He said, "You know, it happened." That's honestly that is prop pally woes, right? Like they're so paper thin without a big defensive. But 215 is very good, Luffy. Yeah, big ribs, Anelia. Also, welcome in, Anelia. Good to see you. We disown that paladin? No, no, no. I think I did a key with this paladin on sometime last week, and he was really chill. Today was beta keys and getting his tune ready for guild trial. He just accepted trial with unbalanced. Ooh, I don't know anything about unbalanced, but he'll do plenty fine. I am sure he will do fine. And if not, if he ever wants to join a dad guild, he is always welcome to try out for mine. Well, it's not mine. It's I'm a member of a guild. We'll say GG. Ooh, GG. Unfortunately, that was not a resilient. That was an attempt at an IO key. So, hey, we run it back. We run it back. Been playing around with UIs for Midnight. Would you be interested in a remake of your week? Or, of course, I would be interested. That would be amazing. I tried Neph UIs, and have they updated Neph UI for Midnight? Because every time I load in, it just becomes super wonky. Like it flies all over the place. Like the screen messes up and everything. So. How many spinning oh man, probably a lot because a lot of times you're just forced out of range. We can look at our casts. This dungeon is one where you should be spinning a little bit more because one, the pool counts are really high. You see 33 casts. The target counts are really like a lot higher than other dungeons, but also there's like so many ground swirlies that force you out of melee. So like you can either like AFK, cast a Vivify, or you can spin and hope that you can clip an enemy and stuff like. So a lot of times, like I'll spin like in the middle of all the enemies, but sometimes I'll spin like moving around a swirly. So just because it has a longer range than Tiger Palm, it's working fine for me at the moment. But I turn off like 80% of it. I'm just using it for the cooldown manager stuff. Interesting. That would be interesting. That would be awesome. I really, really want to write up like a list of questions that I can like ask the creator of Dander's frames, and I kind of want to do like a little Q&A. I know I don't think Dander's wants to be like on screen or something, but like I could do a thing where like I just kind of read through his responses. I could probably get one of my friends to kind of read his responses and be his voice or something, and just showcase what that add-on can do and stuff. But I know the beta keys have been pretty good. A lot of the beta notes for the changes to the dungeons are kind of like weirdly. I've never seen them write dungeon changes like that. You know what I mean? They're kind of odd. Dander's frames instantly crashed my game when I tried it. Really? See, Dander's has been like the only clean UI I've found. Yo, what's up, Saint Crits? You just missed it. We were doing a 19 Gambit with a balanced druid. We were able to kind of speaking of keeping them alive, but we were able to kind of keep them alive up until we made it to the first boss of the Gambit, and our tank got crunched. Got absolutely crunched. But we're fine. He let the tank die. I mean, technically, yeah. I could have cocooned him, but like I was running out the beam, so the tank just said he didn't pop a defensive, which is fine. I mean, it is what it is, you know. I like to think that we would have failed somewhere else later in the dungeon had he not done that. So hopefully he's not beating himself up too much. Oh, man. But yeah, I've been having so much fun on the beta. I feel like there are so many healers right now on Midnight that like are actually fun. I think really what it is, it's not necessarily the healers and their builds that are fun, but I really do think that it's just how you heal on the beta is really fun. Like how healing needs to be done. You know, Zenelia, have you kind of had the same thoughts where like you know, with health bars not being pogo-y, you kind of a lot of times it's stressful because you're constantly trying to like not let people die. But a lot of times it's like it's so rewarding because it's like every single global has an impact, you know? It's just a good time healing. But yeah, I really do want to give Neph UI another try. It's just like every time that I load in with Neph UI, it just like it wigs out. I mean, let me load up. Is it bad? Like, is it? Let me just check before I do this because someone kind of commented on it one time. I'm allowed to like multi-box, quote multi-box, beta and retail, right? Like I can have both of them open and kind of swap back and forth. Or is that like considered multi-boxing, you know? Surely I can have them both open. I find it way more stressful in general. I like big burst healing, so so oh my goodness. So the way they want to go isn't my fave. See, I think we're opposite in that, but I think that's cool. That's like it shows like the difference in opinion. Looks good to me. Okay. I mean, I'll try it. I kind of want to have beta and this open, just in case, you know, y'all know retail keys can kind of slow down sometimes. So, just in case we kind of get stuck here. Go Wayne, how many days? 15 stream streak. That's insane, Go Wayne. That is insane. But welcome in. So do you get 450 viewer point? Dude, I need to re-up my viewer point things. You know what we could do is we could just do that right now. Sorry for the flashbang. I'll close it out. But I could remake my. I could try to remake my viewer point. My viewer point rewards and stuff, or channel points. What are they called? Channel points, right? All right. Let's see. How do I do that? I think I know how. It has been a minute. Let's see. It's been a long time since I've done that. Because the last time I did that was before I fully started WoW streaming. Sitting at 47k. Okay, Gawain. Yikes. That is a lot of hydrates if you wanted to. You could literally kill me with water poisoning. Like 30,000 times over, it feels like. Okay, I really don't know how to do that. I mean, I can queue up for any of these keys. Do I have anything? Oh, I don't want these. What? We were filtering out. Okay, these guys only want a Resto Shaman. We're going to queue up just for stubbornness sake. Okay. How does one do that? How does one do that? Bits and cheer? No, that's not it. Do y'all have any fun ideas for channel point rewards? Because obviously I need to turn off the voice ban, because sometimes I just can't do that, you know? Unless you do an annual reset to force their use. Okay. That feels a little unfair, though. I feel like that's a little punishing. I kind of want it to be, like, super rewarding. I know, hey, like, VOD reviews is a great idea. Like, I know you said character reviews. Like, do you mean, like, transmog and that kind of thing? Or do you mean, like, transmog review could be fun. Point redeemed to trigger a fight mechanic sound alert or something just to trick me? Oh, God. I hate that, Luffy. I hate it. I lovingly hate that. Character was VOD in my head, but I'm tired. No, you're good. You're good. What's got you so tired? Is it you just working hard at the start of the year, Ceiling Panda? Man, if only I knew how to change that. But I would love to kind of like give you guys some fun channel points. Okay, I found it. Let's see. I have watch streak on. It says, do I want to limit the milestones that viewers can share into chat? Absolutely not. I want you guys to flex your watch streaks. That is so cool to me. Manage power-ups and channel points. Okay, we're gonna toggle off. I think I need to like make the hydrate more because we have seen certain people love to spam hydrate. IRL voice ban. You know what? How about this? I'll keep IRL voice ban, but I will make it I'll make it ridiculous, okay? I'll make it 5 minutes instead of 10 minutes. and I'll turn it into. I'll make it like 75k. That's a lot of points, though. It's a lot of points. But I feel like it'll come up like a year from now in the best moment, right? Like someone's gonna redeem it at the most inopportune time, and it'll be hilarious. Just keep queuing up to keys, guys. Got to keep that cycle going. Okay, so you said VOD review. VOD review would be so fun. I'm gonna do like how many points would that be? Ceiling Panda, how many points do you have? I feel like knowing how many you have and how many you can do X reviews per stream. I would love to do more VOD reviews. That is like one of my favorite things. One of my favorite things this past year has been how much I've done coaching. Coaching was like so much fun, and so many people like it. The most rewarding thing is like when you coach someone and then the next week you come back for like a follow-up coaching session. Yeah, right, Ceiling Panda. I don't believe that for a second. But it was so fun coaching someone and then doing a follow-up coaching session the next week and like watching them like improve on the things that you talked about, but then also seeing their numbers go like drastically up. Like there was nothing more exciting about that. Yo, Vicar on Twitch. Vicar on Twitch with the Prime sub. Dang, 13 months is ridiculous, Vicar. I appreciate you so much. Surely you've watched your tutu, right? Surely. 54k? Oh, man. How about that? How about like a... Is 20k too much or too little, or does that sound like the sweet spot for a VOD review? That might be too much, right? Or maybe too... I have no idea. I have no idea how many viewer points you get. Like, I have no idea. 20k is too little? Really? Okay. Oh, man. We will only be watching VOD reviews? Oh, okay. 20k is too little. But that feels like, I don't know. Well, how about, I'll do 30k. 30k. Surely, like, the same people that have a bunch of points. See, but the thing is, like, I'm not one of those, like, big streamers that has, like, a bunch of viewers that, like, who all have a bunch of points. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I only have, like, a few people that have that many points, right? I have no idea, though. I actually have no idea. Cranny Ninja 7, dear lord. Hi, hun. Make sure you eat your vegetables today. Okay, dear. I much love you. Granny Ninja 7, I actually had, we made a butternut squash chili for lunch today, and it was really good. What are we eating for dinner? We have some poblano soup left, so lots of vegetables in this household, for sure. 20k is too little. Need a 1k that lets us say, hey, we're here, or some such great. I like that. Kind of just like a way like for lurkers to kind of like tag in and just be like, yo, what's up? I'm here. Or like, I like that. We can add that. I wonder how many channel point redeem things I can add while we wait on queues. Hopefully you guys are kind of fine with like us doing that. I feel like this is kind of like a fun thing to do on stream, you know? So let me add new custom reward. Let's do like checking in or something. How would I set that up though? Checking in. Require viewer to enter text. Maybe not. But how would I do that? How would I make it post in chat? Maybe if it just like if I see that y'all redeem it. Lurkers. I should say lurkers unite. I know that's kind of weird, but 1k. That's a fun one though. It's a fun one. I don't want to require you to enter text, but I feel like you can still enter text in. Okay. And the tank messaged me, my bad, man. I failed so hard. No worries at all. It happens. I was trying to grab mobs and missed Tank Buster one-shot me. It literally happens all the time. You're fine. Shouldn't though. the amount of keys I've bricked at this point, we should blame me for creating the karma. LOL. 100% my fault. My bad, man. Next time I'll run some lower of that key. That boss is always the hardest for me. We're so chilling. We are fine. Ooh, a 19 Brazil Priory. Let me get that key out of the way, please. Also, this key needs a lust, but we're still gonna queue up. I just want to do a dungeon, man. I want to play the game. Please. It's kind of crazy there's no 18s posting. That is weird. Okay, let's see what y'all are saying. We can sort it off stream. Okay. Can make a bot or, well, something LOL that tracks it for number of streams and tie it to Discord down the line. Yeah, I'll have to see what you mean by that. I'd love to hear you say that. You can get big and strong like your Paw Paw Ninja, LOL. Thank you, Granny Ninja 7. Always the goat. Granny Ninja 7, not many people know this, but actually a goat. Literally a human, half goat. So I have, what would that make me? Like 1/8 goat? Right? Yeah, I am 1/8 goat. Keep signing up for Resto Shaman 1 out of spite. Yes, sir. You got it. Don't even have to ask me twice. Okay, let's keep making these. So 50k is probably fine. I'll meet you in the middle. I'll do... okay. VOD review. Redeem this with a VOD ready to be reviewed. I'm not gonna put any anything else, so that like if someone queues up with a VOD review of like a tank gameplay and they want me to review it, I'll do it even if I don't even know what that tank is, you know. I'll do it. Try me. Okay, I'll make it, how about this? 35k. 35k. That doesn't seem too crazy. I want people to be able to access it. Like, I want people who are newer to the stream to look at the number and be like, I could probably achieve that by just like hanging out a few days, you know. I don't want it to be too crazy. And if we ever do like a thing where you like raffle off your points and stuff, help out that way. Easy as bread, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. 17 months is crazy. Easy as bread. Easy as bread, are you ready tonight for some action? I feel like we have a big fight ahead of us in D&D. I'm hoping soon. Maybe a coaching sesh can be 50k or something. That would be fun. It depends on what you want to do with it, of course. Yeah, I mean, the thing that came up with coaching is that like it was it's really hard to schedule. So like it's hard to do that knowing that like we would have to probably do the coaching off stream. I feel like part of a VOD review would be that like everyone can kind of like tune in and watch it. People who care for a VOD review kind of thing. That could be fun. But I'm thinking about like lowering the cost of coaching. Even though, I don't know, I think the thing is that I put so much time into it because I want it to come out like really good. It's like I'll watch the VOD before we even meet. And then like I do like multiple sessions so that we can do follow-ups and stuff. And like I ended up putting in like way more time than I thought in each coaching session. But like I don't know, I feel like it's still just like, it's hard to set your prices, you know, like it really is. Do it on stream, make it into YouTube content, free content. I thought about that. I wanted to ask some of the people that I was coaching, like, hey, can we do this? Can we do this for a video? Like, do you mind if I record it? But I never ended up doing it. I kind of just, I don't know. I don't want to put that pressure on people, you know. I feel like not a lot of people want to kind of like, you know, show that vulnerability of their like gameplay they want coaching on, you know. Okay, so we added VOD review. We upped the price of IRL voice ban. We turned on checking in. I'm gonna make one that just says your mom. How about that? And y'all can just hit me with your mom after anything that I say. your mom. Period. Okay. I'll make that 5K. Go crazy with that one. I want to get hit by the best your mom jokes. Come on. Let me hear them. Also, like, I have choose an emote to unlock. No, wait. I have unlock a random sub emote for only 1K viewer points. I feel like that's really cheap for an emote. That's the biggest way I've seen coaches for any game advertised is through videos of some of their coaching, even if it's just 1 or 2 points that you see pop up. More often rather than the whole thing. Yeah, I mean, I really do want to do it. It really is. It's not really my choice, though. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to. Next time, like, usually people won't coaching at the beginning of the season. So next season, you know, when people start signing up and stuff, I'll start asking. I'll be like, hey, do you mind if we make this into a video? I feel like it can help a lot of people. Like, we can keep your name out of this if you want to, you know, like that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool too because with coaching, I had people of like every skill queue up. Like I had people who were very, very good, and then I had people who were very, very new. You know what I mean? Coaching for beta could be a thing to be early in the process. Yeah, I definitely think like Midnight would need to settle first. You know what I mean? Like I would need some reps and stuff. For sure. For sure. Free content. But yeah, I mean, part of the main reason why I do coaching is because like I know people seek it out. Like people want coaching and they want the help, and that's kind of like why I do it. But man, okay, so sorry, sidetrack. But my guild started raiding again. We haven't raided since like early December, right? We raided last night, and we're trying to kill Nexus King Saladar. Goodness, this would be our guild's second kill of this boss. This would be my first kill of this boss. I went out of town the 1 week that they killed it. And man, that boss is brutal. Okay, so these guys have a less than a B res. They already have a monk though, but I would love this key. But that boss is brutal. Like brutal. Our guild, like we had so much fun though. Like we were just like memeing around and stuff. Okay, let me type to these guys. Unfortunately, my key got bricked. I don't want to tell them why, but yeah, tanking for beta is like way too early for sure. These guys, so this warlock had messaged me when I posted my key before I went live. They're about to kick me. Said 1 second, gonna try this other healer right quick. Give us a sec, he says. I feel like these guys are like auditioning for a push group. I'm guessing. I think that's what's going on. So they're trying what these guys were doing is they're doing their 19 streets, and it's resilient. And they had messaged me when I posted my 19 Gambit. They had said like, hey, like, do you want to come do our 19 Gambit or our 19 streets and then we could do your Gambit afterwards? And I said, well, like I already have like a friend that I invited, and he invited a friend, so like, do you mind if we do this key first? And then and they were like, no, like I already have a group, sorry, like good luck. And then now I see they're queuing it up again, so they must keep like just trialing it and stuff. And they said they're gonna try out this guildie who wants to give it a shot, and then they're gonna invite me back. So whatever. Even if we have to wait till they break that key, then me join that streets. I mean, what can you do? What can you do? I guess we can hop over to beta, which is still connecting. You love to see that. We've been loading it for who knows how long. Now it's crashing? Question mark? Hey, okay, we're in the beta. Elven Ninja 7, have you seen the add-on Northern Sky that works on beta? Kind of weak aura. Was so sad when I saw it. No, but Northern Sky is what my guild would use last season to get like weak aura packages. So I know how good Northern Sky is. I know a late season LFG, I know, right, Kira? How's your LFG going on? I know you said you were like kind of taking some time off of pushing, but I really just want to find a group. So hopefully this group invites me back. I'm gonna type like no worries, good luck. You got this. Hopefully this group invites me back and we can slam that Streets. Because Streets is like the #1 key I want to get. Because Streets is like an easy one to push up, I think. Well, I don't want to say that and be wrong, but these guys seem pretty chill. Hopefully they invite me back, the key goes well, and like hopefully they are a push group. But I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. And this is like the first opportunity, or what seems to be an opportunity, for me to actually like kind of try out for a push group, which would be really cool. But knowing myself, I'm like the kind of person that always gets nervous whenever this happens. I'm playing Brewmaster, found some FizzComp folks to jam with. Okay, Kira? Hello? Are you playing a Fireless build, or are you playing the Breath of Fire? I still am a Breath of Fire believer, but I know, maybe it was you, but a lot of people were telling me to go without it the last time I played it. But very cool, playing Brewmaster. Very interesting. Did not expect that. Definitely did not expect that. We're going to keep queuing up to these keys that need a lust. Who knows? Maybe a DPS will leave and we'll get invited. Let's see. Let's load up a beta shenanigan alt. Shaman. Shaman sounds like shenanigan, right? Fireless, but I just copy Monksy. Is Monksy like the #1? I'm guessing. Monksy. Very interesting. It's so cool though. Like, it's cool to see like different builds pop up as the season goes on. I know the Prot Warrior build that I'm running is one that I copied like at the very beginning of the season. I'm pretty sure they've moved off of it. Like, I'm pretty sure they're using like, I'm using an Execute style build, and I'm pretty sure they're not using it anymore. Maybe I'm wrong there, but also apparently Prot Warrior, haven't they like fallen off, or am I crazy? Definitely check out Raider.io. Okay, I'm guessing they're the #1 #1 Brewmaster. Let's see. All right, let's go. I'm just gonna scroll down. Okay, I see Rougie in the tank spot. Rougie. Is that the same person? I'm guessing. I'm on like page like 10 of the just run leaderboards. The only Brewmaster I've seen is a Rougie. Okay, now I'm seeing Elroll. Monksy's group is mental. I want you to see that group. Okay, let me... Here, I'll just type in the name. Monk C. I'm guessing this is the right guy. Nope. 2.5K IO. That's probably not the same guy. Okay, let's try this guy. Monk C. This one? Okay, 4080. It's got to be the right guy. So you said their group is really good. Let's see. Resto Shaman, Feral Druid, Rogue. I like it. It's a fun comp. Oh no, I closed YouTube chat. YouTube chat back up. Ravencrest, yeah. Just filter to Brewmath. I should have done that, but... Interesting. So you copy them. Are y'all running a similar group, I'm guessing? Is that where you're copying them? I mean, I don't really want to do this 18 Gambit. Do I just push my 18 Gambit up, or you know, cross my fingers, hope that we push it up, or do we just keep queuing up? I think this is all we can do is just queue up and just talk about beta and keys and stuff. So they play without comms completely. Ah, interesting. So it's kind of like just a pug group of 5 people that aren't really pugging. I've thought for a while, like, I wonder if people would play better without comms. I know, like, comms are very good, obviously, but I feel like comms, like, stress a lot of people out, and they take mental, like, load off of your gameplay to an extent. You know what I mean? I know that's just, like, coping, but I, like, surely, like, there's got to be some people that would play better without comms. Okay, I gotta... No, that wasn't a message. We're still queuing. We'll get into a key one of these days. Let's see. Okay, let's try out Nef UI again. Let's see. Maybe I should update the add-on, maybe? Let's see. Weak ores are basically mini add-ons, so they would just be split into smaller add-ons. But instead of having weak ores as an add-on with multiple weak ores, you need to download 15 smaller add-ons instead. I know, right? It's ridiculous. Yes, but this could set kick order and so much more. Was really looking forward to not having to use add-ons or almost not using add-ons. Then don't. Oh man. I mean, yeah, although we're probably gonna end up having to download like all these different add-ons. I might just like go without a lot of them, to be honest. All right, we have updated some things. I guess we relog. Just log out for now. Keep queuing up. One of these days. It's the same one that needs a lust. They also need a monk, so you never know. What do they value more, a monk or a lust? Who knows? Some of their routes are absolutely insane. I love it. But yeah, just go with their talent builds and sometimes Shaw as well. I love when like different groups do different routes. I know there's like... I don't remember their name, but there's this like one Chinese group that pushed, and like one time I watched their videos and their routes were crazy. Like their routes were so different from what I'd seen. It was like a Dawnbreaker, and like they were doing some weird stuff. But it worked. It got the job done. My little group are people who are burnt out from the LFG grind, just want to play something different. At this point, I just want to play the game. I just want to find 4 other people that are also loaded into WoW wanting to do a dungeon. I literally want 2.2 IO. I want 2.2 IO and then I am done. It's more of a serious thing though. You have a lot of people who like add-ons and lots who don't, and some in the middle. Find people with the same mindset and have fun, for sure, for sure. Wanted to find a guild who is good, but also don't watch guides. And figure out bosses, etc. ourselves without help, /weak auras, /YouTube guides, etc. But that's hard to find. Yeah, it is hard to find. I mean, we're gonna stand up because my medicine just randomly, some days it makes me really tired. It just makes me, I have no idea why. It makes me really tired some days. All right, we stand now. But I know a lot of guilds like used to do that, but now it's just become the norm to kind of do it yourself. The thing though, Ceiling Panda, is like beta and PTR environments are great times to do that. Like a lot of guilds love raiding on beta because you like all are kind of like figuring out mechanics together, and like that's one of my favorite things about beta is like you load into a raid boss and like everyone's first thing is they load up the dungeon journal and just start reading and like, you know, what is this boss trying to do, like what are we trying to look out for, kind of thing. It's a good time. It really is. Niceria said, took the Mending P build into Floodgate on my monk. Swamp Face felt so clean with just ramps and Tiger Palm. Thanks for the tech. Yeah, 100%. I'm pretty sure, was it Kira that dropped the knowledge, or at least like converted me a long time ago? I feel like it was. I mean, I was already playing everything but Mending Proliferation, but I'm pretty sure it was Kira. It was Kira? Okay. Okay. Kaduku's back. It's been a minute, Kaduku. I bet you have like a full long beard now. You have like 7 children and 16 grandchildren. How are you doing? Sup, brother? I just got back into healing as a Mistweaver. Can you go over your spells when you're anticipating big damage? For example, the bosses in Floodgate. I've been playing mostly Brew. So, one of your biggest and most like consistent ramps happens outside of your cooldown. So I'm guessing you already remember what your cooldowns do. So outside of your cooldowns, you also have crazy good healing. And it comes from a few different things. Let's see. So you're playing Coalescence and like Master of Harmony. So this is gonna like amp up your healing done to allies that you put your hot onto. Your Master of Harmony hot. Who do you think I am, Philip Rivers? Dang, shots fired. Shots fired. But you're also playing Mending Proliferation, which can give your Enveloping Mist a chance to... The buff effect, the 40% healing bonus, can hop to another player. And people can have both Enveloping Mist and Mending Proliferation on them. So it's like a 1 point... What did we say? 1.96, I think, healing bonus. So... all those healing bonuses kind of stacked on top of each other, plus buffing yourself with Shadow's Lesson. I'm sure you can imagine that there are ways to just like span, like get some giga buffs on yourself. Ortimus and his insane lot came up with it. But what you do is say that damage is coming in like 6 or 7 seconds, you know, give or take. All right, guys, it's been fun. I'll see you guys next time. I'm sorry. Okay, so say that it's coming in like 5 or 6 seconds, right? And you need to start ramping up to do a bunch of healing. You would cast like 3 Enveloping Mists, just 3 give or take. Then you'll Thunder Focus Tea, Rising Sun Kick to extend those 3 Enveloping Mists, and then like Tiger Palm, Rising Sun Kick again to fully extend all those Enveloping Mists. So then you have 3 people with Enveloping Mist. You have multiple people with... hopefully with Mending Proliferation. That Tiger Palm will proc your tier set to do big healing. And that healing from that Tiger Palm will apply the hot from your hero talent tree. So 3 Enveloping Mists, Thunder Focus Tea to start your Vitality, Rising Sun Kick is the spell that you want to buff, Tiger Palm, Rising Sun Kick, and then once you've gotten all the hots fully extended, everyone has all the big buffs on them, you just slam Tiger Palms. Tiger Palm, Tiger Palm, Tiger Palm, because you're going to have charges of your Harmonic Surge, and they're going to be doing like millions of healing each to all 5 members. And that's like your number one like go-to outside of your like Chi-Ji and everything. Outside of that, you still have your Lightnings for big damage, for big healing on AoE. But yeah, that's like once you learn that and like get used to doing that, like you'll see some big numbies. But oh, dude, these keys, where are they? I mean, I'll queue up to this one, but they need a lust. This is insanity. Late season keys are crazy. It's almost like I wonder if, you know, when we started doing Mistweaver keys again like 2 weeks ago, and I was like 3,400 IO, part of me thinks that if I would have, instead of playing the Mistweaver, if I would have just logged into my Resto Druid and started doing keys on that, like we would have been invited more. Like I bet we'd probably be about here now, but like in a better spot because we're a Resto Druid. You know what I mean? The LFG queue's dead right now. I mean, there's like a few. Like you see this one, like this is a good key. We're gonna queue up to it. But it's just like, not only are you fighting the LFG boss, like hoping for a group to post, but then you're hoping they will accept a Mistweaver. You know, it's like, big sad, man, big sad. 20 streets would be huge. 20 streets would be huge. And we're really good for streets, because we can shield every single contraband on the first boss with between our trinket and Chi-Ji. I might even go 1 minute Chi-Ji just for that. I've never gone 1 minute Chi-Ji in streets. But you can do it with 2 minute Chi-Ji. You would have to... What did I do? I shielded... Like, I shield trinketed. Then I Chi-Ji'd. Then I shield trinketed again. And then did we kill the boss before the first one or the fourth one, or did we get Shiji up again? I don't know. But I remember I was able to shield every single contraband, which that's like the one-shot mechanic in this dungeon. That and like the soak on the male boss are kind of the big one-shots. If you list a key right now, you still get plenty of sign-ups in the 1820 range. Just less keys are being listed. Yeah, for sure. For sure. For sure. How's the beta doing? Let's log back in with our UI beefed up, probably. Let's see if we can fix up some midnight UI while we wait. Basically, we're waiting on that one group to brick the 19 streets, and then they're going to replace their healer with me. Which, do we want to go into a bricked streets? Yes, we do. Everyone funneling into the same groups, which means you're fighting against Resto Druids / Shamans. Yeah, 100%. And not only is like Resto Druid just like seen as the best pick, but they're also like so many people play it. So it's not even just that you're fighting against Resto Shamans, you're fighting against, you're like one Mistweaver and a giant ocean full of Resto Druids, you know? Okay, let's see. Which click casting add-on would you like to use? Use Dander Frames, use Click. I'm going to stick with Click, but I know Danders was telling me that he's adding in a built-in click casting, kind of like how Cell had. So you have it all in one add-on. I'm going to stick with Click for now. Let's see if Nef UI works again. I don't know why I clicked there. Let's try Nef UI again. It just kept breaking like last time I did it. Do we not have to relog? Hello? Surely we have to relog, right? We're just going to manually do it. I'll probably fix my entire Midnight UI to be perfectly curated to me as a player before we find a group on live. It's crazy. I'll try it out mostly when I don't have lots of mobs to cleave. Yeah, it's fantastic for bosses. So, for example, you had mentioned Floodgate, so Swamp Face. Basically, you know how the tank gets his tank buster, and then all 4 players are hit by the dot. You can envelop him as the tank or vivify him after he gets hit, and then immediately blanket the 3 DPS in enveloping mists, and then like Thunder Focus Tea, Rising Sun Kick, Thunder Focus Tea, and then that can get you until he starts doing the pulses, and you can either do the same thing again right before those enveloping mists fall off, or you can pop a cooldown if you have one. But usually you can like Shayloons and just reapply those enveloping mists before the big pulses and those like stars that you have to dodge go out, and just Tiger Palm through that entire damage. Or you can, if you have Chi-Ji or Revival or something, you can use that instead. LFG, hey, we can all just kind of like wait on a key together. We're just all trapped in this like LFG purgatory as one. Prob just /reload, yeah. At this point, I don't even know why I'm not /reloading. I feel like it hasn't been working on beta. Let's see. Also, I hate that they're taking away our interrupt next tier. As a person who pugs 95% of the time, this is a big sag. I mean, yeah, like, to be fair, like, it's fine. To be honest, like, all it's gonna probably do is kind of, like, hurt our chances to get into, like, bigger, Magister's Terrace keys, because one of the big routes in Magister's Terrace is like a big pool with a lot of casters, and it just really helps to have that one additional kick. Because I tried that pool. I was playing a Holy Priest, which I don't know why I was on my Holy Priest. I had Awu as the tank and Shaw as a DPS, which I had never seen them DPS before, but we were doing that key, and I felt useless. Like, I felt absolutely useless trying to do that. We're all in LFG watching streams. I mean, hey, I guess this is the waiting room. There's the same 19 gamut. We're just gonna queue up again for it. I'm gonna turn on my light behind the thing just to make it a little brighter in here, because I'm wearing black. My headset's black. All that. Oh, hey, we got a new chat. First time chatter, Dari. Good to see you. Or is it Dari? By the way, how's Keys feeling up there? Because I'm having a damn seizure at 16, 17th at the moment. Just came back a week or two ago. This is rough. I feel like it's rough. Most of the groups that I have that are like super brutal, you're getting people that are like 100 IO under where they should be, just because there's less people queuing up and stuff. So like sometimes you have to kind of pick people that you wouldn't otherwise take just because of the limited numbers of players, and that makes it like artificially harder than it usually is. But for the most part, like the keys here are still like, for the most part, you get an honest shot. Like tanks can like live through the dungeon. Um, you might have like the occasional panic mode where like you see like two caster going toward the same player and you have to like shield them or something. Like for the most part, the key is definitely doable. They're definitely doable, but they're hard. Like we did a, what did we do? We did like a 19 floodgate the other day, and I definitely was like, I was the one person who had not been in that key before, and it showed. Like I kind of panicked at one moment, let one person die, and then it just like, I don't know, it was a little rough. But the keys, they're definitely hard. Yeah, but they're, for the most part, they're doable. See, these groups, like they have 3 B reses, no less, so of course they're not gonna think. We're gonna queue up anyway. It's just so I see that beautiful green. All right, let me turn the light on. I'll be back. The keys are doable. They're definitely hard though. Okay, I turned the light on, but it's like hidden. All right, light on. Does that help at all? I really need to like fix my backdrop over here. My backdrop has now that I've turned my desk like 90 degrees, there's nothing here. It's just a wall and like one poster, like an Appa poster. And then this light, this little light right here is dead. So there's literally nothing. Well, I tank and I'm just having problems with pugs. Mostly I can probably do 18s to 19s at the moment. It's more like that. So you're tanking. I mean, tanking is brutal at this level too. I know, like our last key, we were just in a, we were doing my Gambit 19, and our tank got one shot. So like, keys hurt. You know, like they're definitely, they don't get easier as you go up. So that's one thing. But also like, the higher you go up, the more your fail rate's gonna. You have like a success bell curve. You know what I mean? Like low keys just are super. That's not true. It's not even a bell curve. What would it be? I don't know, but like eventually you're getting to a key level where it's just like it's just gonna be hard on everyone. So like every DPS needs to be optimizing the rotation so you get through the key early, or so you get through the key quick enough, and they need to be on top of kicks and CC and stuff like that. Like it keys just get significantly harder when there's more pressure on the timer and stuff. So you're gonna have to attempt the same key over and over, especially when we pug. Like you just, you know, the amount of times that I've tried a key that I know I can do, like the amount of times that I've done a 19 streets and we make it to like the rock band boss and someone gets hit by the green swirly is ridiculous. Like that has happened probably 5 times now. Like, and we're on pace. Like we're doing so well the entire key, 0 deaths, and then you just make it to the rock band boss and people just die to the swirly and you're just like, what are we doing? Like that there goes the key, you know. It's I don't know, it's just weird. Tailed distribution. Tailed distribution, let me look up what that means. Like I know like you have skewed tails, but what is a tailed distribution? Tailed distribution, you would think I should know this. I mean, but the thing is, like, it's not even a tail distribution. So, because a tail distribution is kind of like a bell curve that's skewed, but it implies that, like, keys at the very low end are hard, like, have less success rate, too. I don't think keys at the very low end have less success rate. I mean, I don't know. I could draw what I'm trying to say. It kind of is like a bell curve, except like the low end of keys doesn't go as low as the high end of keys. You know what I mean? But it definitely is lower than that middle peak. Like I feel like you just hit that like 12 sweet spot where it's fine, you know. 16 to 18 feels like the most fun range. I definitely have had the most fun in that range as well. I would agree. I feel like 19s is when it really starts to get like like a lot more stressful than fun, if I'm being real. Rotten food the deadliest spell in the game right now. I know, right? It's crazy. It is crazy. And I know, now that I've mentioned it, I'm going to die to it the next time we get into the streets. But hey, luckily for us, we're never going to get into a streets key. Ever. So we don't have to worry about that at all. Alright, beta, what's going on the beta? So Nephew I has not crashed my game, so that's step one. Cooldown manager. I kind of want to set it up to where instead of using cooldown manager, I just use my bars, but then I'd have to rearrange all my keybinds and stuff. That's so much work. Alright, let's see if moving these crashes the game. Let's see, because this would happen. Oh, what on earth? So we have Healing Stream Totem, then a whole bunch of nonsense. Why? Why, Nephew I? Why? But why? Alright, I believe. Brother, come on. Okay. Nephew I, you have... That is strike 3. That is strike 3. Get out of here. Get out of here. I never want to see it. Healing Stream Totem, honestly. I mean, with how good it is, with how good the Apex Totem is on beta, maybe Nephew I is onto something. Like, at this point, like, I'll use add-ons and stuff for if they... Why do I keep doing that? If they start to do some, like, crazy things, like allow you to do kick orders and stuff. Well, first off, I'm a healer. Why do I need a kick order? Hold on. Who needs add-ons? Who needs add-ons? Supposedly Nephew I was vibe coded with ChatGPT, hence all the bugs and issues. Yikes. Okay, did not know that, but hey, it checks out, honestly. Honestly, with how fast Nephew I became a thing, it definitely makes sense, because Nephew I came out early, and it started doing things that you should not have. Okay, you know what? We're gonna give it a single attempt at our 18 Gambit while we still wait for keys to queue up. And if the Gambit breaks down to a 17, I'll cry. I'll cry on stream. You can guarantee that. As an example, my 16 streets I'm in now, people are dying to the first boss. The first boss, the first boss shouldn't be one-shotting at 16 anyone. So they're just dying to probably... Where are they dying to? The frontal? That's crazy. First boss doesn't one-shot until, like... I think I had a hunter get one-shot in a 19, and that was the first time I saw it get one-shot. But this is every key. Yeah, you just gotta, you know, keep swimming. You're a tank, so you just hop right back in a queue. Just shake it off. There's nothing you could have done to stop that, so just shake it off. Kaduku said, "All right, LD Ninja 7 heading out to the gym. Have a good one. Let the mythic gods ever be in your favor." I appreciate that, Kaduku. Welcome back to WoW. Good luck in the gym. And yeah, I'll see you next time. No, you're playing Blood DK. Okay, yeah. Maybe that's just the universe saying it's just not it. I think the universe is trying to tell me, like, hey, you're never getting to 3-6. Like, give up. Yet here I am. Idolist. I feel like I'm butchering that. Idolist says, "LB, I used all your guides for season 1, season 2 Mistweaver, but I mained Brew this season and found a woo. You two have been great new content creators for WoW this year." I appreciate the Idolist. Yeah, Awu is a fantastic guy. Very good guy. Love doing keys with him. He's just so cool. Trying to figure out which monk to be next season. Do you raid? Do you raid at all? Surely your guild has kind of like shown what is needed. In fact, I should check my guild page to see if we've posted anything. I have no idea what our lineup's gonna be. Nick is here actually. Nick, are you planning on playing monk next tier? Don't give up. You will get 3 points. It's the thing. It's like right here. It's right here. We're 1 key away. In fact, I don't even want to queue up my 18 because I know it's this next key. It's right there. It's probably your padding and the Nephew I actual options that's too squished. Maybe. I don't even think I changed it. Because I know it starts at like 2, I think. No raid TBH, just M+, family and such. Ooh, very cool. Well, the good thing about a monk, other than like your main stat, you can, as a monk, you can play whatever. You know, you can be DPS if y'all need it, tank if y'all need it. So since that's the case, I would probably, even though it's probably in my best interest for me to tell you to play Mistweaver. If I'm being real with you, I would start with like tank or DPS because one, people are thinking there's going to be a tank shortage. Well, people are thinking there's going to be a healer shortage next season, but I think there's also going to be a tank shortage, and you'll get faster queues at the start of the season, which is always good. However, you'll also be looting agility. So if you ever change your mind and want to swap to Windwalker, you'll have that option pretty easily accessible. Whereas if you play Mistweaver, you know, you're just looting a bunch of int stuff and whatnot. Not too sure yet. Haven't done any testing on the PTR. Maybe be playing Monk, Druid, or Pally, depending on the vibes. Same. Ooh, Brazil 19 Dawnbreaker. Let's delist our key and hope that we get invited. Put me in, coach. Do it. Trying to get off. You're trying to get out of the monk and guild. I don't know, Nick. Don't want to say anything. Not decided. I've always wondered with the new season, when the keys are hard to come by and your eye level is lower than max, unlike now, is it better to push your item level higher or key level? I mean, it really depends. It depends on what key level you're doing. So, like, if you were on like a newer-ish character, say you had like 700 item level, and say that you were doing like plus 10s, like, yeah, you probably should just stick around and do 10s until you can get more gear, because 10s are a good threshold. Like, if you're close to that next threshold that gets you a better gear, definitely just like spam a little bit of 10s for the gear, you know what I mean? Because like what, like 6s give you hero, wait, is it 6s that start giving you heroic gear? I don't know. But it's kind of like a mix. Like, there's not a right answer, apparently. It kind of depends on what your end goal is and how you get there the smooth. I wouldn't say quickest, but the smoothest. And I think going for gear first is the smoothest way to do it. Think about it this way. As a tank, you control more of the factors that determine the outcome of a key, but if you fail, the key is over. I don't know if it's necessary. There are a lot of keys with, like, okay timers starting this season, next season. As a healer Midnight, you'll control less, but you'll be less of a point of failure. See, I don't even know, Kira. I maybe I'm cooked, but I feel like there is a lot of pressure to keep everyone alive, and as a healer, there's so many pools that I can think of that are just like, you just gotta be able to heal through it, you know? But tanking, so the one downside to tanking at the start of a season, I feel like tanking and healer, honestly, they're both pretty even in how much responsibility you have at this point. But the thing with tanking at the start of a season, Idolist, is that you have a lot of pressure to know the dungeons going into the season. So, you know, as long as you've watched like maybe a couple VODs or done some beta keys yourself, as long as you've watched a couple VODs and just know literally what packs to pull, roughly even, like, you don't even have to know like 100% of the mobs you need. You just need to know like 95. You can pick up the last 5 at the end. But as long as you roughly know where to go in each dungeon, not even each dungeon, you can gear out your character spamming the same 3 dungeons over and over, you know, if you really wanted to. So as long as you know what to do as a tank and where to go in a couple of the dungeons, you'll be fine. I feel pressure to play beta. I mean, if you have beta access, it probably wouldn't be the worst idea. But if you haven't like bought into the beta yet, don't do that just to get reps in. You'll be fine. There's a reason why beta videos are watched more than other videos, and it's because not everyone has access and they want to kind of keep up. So there are so many people in your same boat, but as long as you like watch a VOD of each dungeon, you know, maybe if you plan on tanking, I do suggest Awoo, AWOO. Awoo Tank. He posts a lot of gameplay footage. He plays every tank, so you'll be able to find him playing the one, maybe discussing like a cooked up build that he has of that dungeon and stuff, or of that spec. And just watching his route, he talks constantly, so he's a very good like person to watch, and he'll kind of like talk through a route, why you pull something, like what to do on this boss and stuff. So if you do plan on tanking, I would start with just pick a dungeon, type it in. Maybe I don't know how he titles his videos, but pick a dungeon, click on a video where it looks like he's doing that dungeon, and just like learn that dungeon through watching someone play it. You don't have to play the beta exactly yourself. Plus, we have 10 levels that we're going to need to get. You'll need to go from 80 to 90, so you have plenty of time to learn through gearing up your character, like learn what your character's new stuff is, you know, and like how it behaves. You have plenty of time to do that through leveling. Eco19, this guy's on my friends list. Surely we get in. I don't remember this guy. Gluteator. Yeah, like Casual saying, best advice for tanking is just do it. Don't get paralyzed by anxiety. What? By anxiety, just do it. Yeah, I mean, like, it's so easy to let yourself talk yourself out of doing something in WoW. Like, trust me, I do it all the time. But you'll surprise yourself. Like, I didn't know if I'd be able to heal some of these keys, and then I just got in. I'm like, okay, I can, you know, like sometimes you can't. That's okay. You just like think about what you could have done differently and go again next time. Like the worst thing you can do is just not even try, you know. So if you want to tank, do it. Like by all means, do it. We'll wait until the spreadsheet comes out and see if any randos sign up for Windwalker. I know. I'm hoping that our guild has someone who plays. He played Windwalker in the past. And this is, by the way, I just want to point out, this is ridiculous. Not getting invited to a key for this long is ridiculous. Okay. But our guild has someone who has played Havoc, Demon Hunter, and Windwalker historically. And I'm like, oh, please play Monk. It's not even that, like, I don't want to play Monk next tier. It's just that, like, I want to feel free. I want to feel like I can choose what I play and not feel like I have that pressure. But I feel like my guild knows that, like, I make Mistweaver videos. And, they just like know that you know, if anything, we'll have a monk. We'll get monk buff from something, you know. I really don't think Blizzard wants healing to be a limiting factor on keys, especially early on. Yeah, early keys, it'll be fine. Early keys, you're probably gonna have more problems like keeping your tank alive, if I had to guess. Dang, they got a Resto Shaman. Why do you need a Resto Shaman? Come on. I'm a monk. I am a monk. Hold on, Nick. Stop cooking. Let's see. Gotta stay ahead of the IO curve at the start of the season. True. I have made that mistake so many times where I just like don't play at the start of a season that much, and it cooks me for the whole season. So yeah, you definitely do want to. I don't know, I think waiting in queue is a better experience than getting flamed on 24/7 as healers and tanks do. Or as tanks do when you're new. True. Best advice for tank. Oh, I just read that. Sorry. Get flamed and then get a fast invite to the next key because you're not a DPS. LOL. The flaming slows down eventually. There you go. Eventually, you learn why you're getting flamed. You don't do it anymore. So, dude, what is this? There are no keys. It's crazy. It is crazy. Hold on, Casual. You said, I'm reading it like an idiot. Your name is Casual. I see it now. What an idiot. Once you learn, it's the healer's fault. If you fail, it gets easier. Hold on. What are we doing? Also, Zorans, thank you for the follow. And anyone else that has followed. I don't have a sound alert because the sound alert got annoying, but I see every now and then I'll see it. True, it's always been the healer's fault group. Okay, mods, take care of Nick. Get him out of here. Take out the Trat. No, I'm just kidding. How you like Mistweaver so far in the beta? I do like it. I really do like it. The problem is I think I like other healers more, but do I like them more enough to main them more than Mistweaver? I don't think so. I think a lot of the reason why Mistweaver kind of feels clunky at times is a numbers tuning thing, and I do think that that's going to get fixed, you know, shortly, hopefully. So I don't know. I don't think I like them in so much more that I would not play Mistweaver. I don't think that's a thing. So, come on, give me another stab at this 19 Gambit. Trust in the Mistweaver. Come on. This is... So it's not the same leader of the group, but this prop paladin is the one that we had in our last key. And I think he invited his same Havoc friend. Come on, have faith. I will carry us to victory. Groups need healers, Nick. You're killing me. Okay, we get take 2. We got chosen over a Resto Shaman and a Resto Druid. Oh, the supremacy. We love it. Alright, so this go around, what do we have last time? Last time we had a mage and a druid. Okay, so our tank is not going to have the druid buff, but that won't make or break him living on that tank buster, right? Hopefully we can successfully do these first few pulls again, because last time we successfully did the first few pulls and then it was a random boss thing that smacked the tank a little too hard. Alright, let me move my table down. I'm going to sit down and be short for a second. What? Ugh. We'll stand between... That queue was so long that was a nice little stand-up time. Letting our blood flow. But now we sit. I told him you're cracked to get you in. Hell yeah. Love to hear that. That's what I'm talking about. Send him a heart. Alright, do I turn off my ring light? It's good lighting. That's fine lighting, right? But, like, I don't know if I want that distraction. Okay, so let's see. Hunter. Can you do star soaks on last boss? Hopefully Hunter's not survival. The Beast Mastery. Okay, what a transmog. I'm so glad I clicked on that. Ah, I did a crit flask. No. We're just gonna eat it. We're just gonna go verse flask. Dang, I'm out like 300 gold. Okay, we're in a key. We are in a key. Finally.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, so I added him after that 19 halls. And he was in my Gambit 19 earlier. And he did not live the tank buster, but he said he just didn't even pop a defensive, so it happens. I have my shield trinket, though. We don't have a druid. If you weren't here earlier, this key devolved into us literally just trying to keep our druid alive. Okay, we're going to try just spinning while this lag kind of figures itself out. The lag always kind of goes away. I'm going to pop trinket. The lag does last for a little bit. Yeah, okay, the lag is faded. I'm going to spin while I'm not in melee. Man, I raided with a Yulon build for like the first time in a while. Last night, it felt so weird. It felt so weird. Eventually, I kind of like relearned the muscle memory and stuff, but I mean like on retail. Okay, so we're doing another pool. I'm thinking I should have Chi-Ji'd before I trinketed, because now we're gonna do another Goliath knowing this route, and I'm gonna have trinket up before I Chi-Ji. Maybe that's the play, though. Maybe that's the play. Maybe the timing will work out better. I should have LOS that bolt. Let's see. We might have to... I'm going to go ahead and Shayloons. That was a very good Shayloons. I'm pretty sure that was the mitigation one. Okay, I have these lightnings. I'm not trying to save them till midnight, so just gonna send one for damage. That was a very late trinket, but it's okay. It was so late that it literally did nothing. Let's get our antenna buff. I'm gonna sweep. so that there's no excess damage, just a guarantee. We're just gonna lightning quick that, because I have these lightning charges, I need to use them or they just go to waste. Alright, I think we're similar on time. We know he likes to run through here. Alright, we're cruising. Whoa! Don't get ahead. What is this? I'm walking on water. Okay, I'm gonna Shayloons and then pop a potion. Just to do more damage here. Oh, we're stuck. Pop Chi-Ji. Okay, it looks like we're killing this totem. Gotta be careful about my feet here. This Goliath is big backed, so we can't see anything. Pop Trinket. I love how, like, I am in charge of our group's defensives with this trinket. It's so broken. Such a death, just so we do more damage to the Goliath. So, hey, while we're doing this key, now that I have a moment to yap, because I don't know if we're going to get a scary mechanic again. I spoke way too soon. Let's lightning from afar. Let's hit the AoE pack, not the Goliath. We can just cleave down the Goliath here. He's going to die before his next stomp. While I have a moment to yap, some of you guys I know watch Stranger Things. I know me and my wife do. How many of you guys think that there's a second alternate ending coming out today? Have y'all heard of that? Surely, at least one person in chat. I know Nick probably has. Nick is... If Nick knows about, like, all these trash reality shows that I always watch, surely he knows about Stranger Things. The whole conformity gate thing. Let's just go and stun these guys so they kind of stay put. They are out of this fish stick's range, right? If I'm trolling by ropping... Oh, they're not. They are getting healed. Okay, that's a yikes. It's okay. It's just a Skull Crusher. I can Cocoon Tank here if I need to, but... Will I need to? I don't know. Let's shoot a Shayloons. Okay, I have aggro here. You gotta be careful. Let's go nuke this down. I haven't seen the most recent season. Okay, okay. I will not spoil anything, but... You're missing out. Half my friends and guildies have sent me videos about Stranger Things alternate ending. I know, right? I'm hoping. I am hoping. Without spoiling anything, we're not going to spoil anything that has or will happen, but just... It's basically like, this is my first conspiracy. Whew. But I think it would just be the most genius thing. That's all I'll say about it. Let's get this buff. Let's run on down. I have one lightning. We have Shayloons. I'm going to punch and kick until I'm forced out of melee. Just do as much as I can. At least get one cleaving blackout kick there. Let's go ahead and dump our dot while these guys are still in melee. It looks like we're still going to do this pull again. I might cocoon the tank. Or, you know what? Instead of cocooning the tank, I feel like Chi-Ji might be enough. So it was around the time when the first dot came out. I think I care mostly about the boss's health. We're going to lightning here. Okay, so that only does about half of people's health bar, and they did not pop into defensive, so that's good to know. We're going to Shayloons while we're out of melee. Dump a dot on some of these ads. We're going to pop Shield Trinket. Oh god, my ERT note is telling me to pop Yulon. We have to be really careful here. I'm gonna cocoon the tank. Yeah, I'm just gonna touch a death on him because he was in my range. I'll go click this because, yeah, it was super awkward. Tank lived. I do have Chi-Ji, I have Shayloons. I'm gonna go ahead and Chi-Ji now. Well, the moment that this first dot's about to be applied, or this first smack, I should say. Let's go in lightning here. Okay, now I'm gonna Chi-Ji for that shield on the allies. Also, just gonna really pocket heal the tanks. These Guardians are about to die, so this is possibly the most scary part of this fight, is when the tank has, what, you know, it's scariest when you have more than just the boss to fight, right? So I'm just trying to, like, now that it's just the boss, this is easier than it was before. Also, this ERT note is tripping me out, man. Trying to do as much damage as possible, but I should have Shayloons there. Absolutely should have Shayloons. Okay. We're cruising. I'm gonna Shayloons once the ads come down. Also gonna save my Thunder Focus when it's up. I also need to get my Vitality, so let's cast one Vivify just cause. I have Shield Trinket for once. Now I'm gonna pop Shield Trinket. Go ahead and. No, I said I'd save Thunder Focus, but I'm just popping it now because I don't want to sit on it forever. Now ads are down. Let's go and dump our dot. Alright, I don't have much damage for these guys. This guy is very high on health. I don't want to dump my dot on him. We can just beat him up. Make sure we're going to the right one. Oh, I don't have any rolls. Oh no. Alright, first ball's down. I will dump my dot to kill him though. I'm going to save this lightning charge though, because it's good on this next pack. I'm going to try to touch a death. I did not get it off. Okay. So far so good. My copium as a healer going tank is that they won't want a repeat of the War Within Season 1. A lot of people are scared of that. A lot of people are scared of that. Do y'all think it's worth watching? Yeah, absolutely. If you liked any of the other seasons, if you've watched the rest of the seasons, always finish the last season. Oh my goodness, my computer, what is going on? I'm just gonna go ahead and cocoon. I can't see anything. That's so corny. That is absolutely the most corny thing ever. Oh my goodness. Literally couldn't see it until it was about to go off. I just... What do you do there?
For acquiring intriguing artifacts.
Oh my goodness, I want that one back. Also, I won't have food buff for the rest of the dungeon. That's corny. Go in lightning.
But not enough smarts to stay away from it.
Oh, what a dumb death, though. Of all the things to die to, that would be it, really? Alright, I'm just going down.
You lot meddled with the wrong buccaneer. Our captain is a dragon. Our
Shaylunsing. Okay. We're fine. We bounce back. Let's soothe one of those guys. Let's help tank Kite a little, just so he can keep his damage up. Even though I feel like prop Pallies kind of kite better as they can backpedal, right? Just because their little spinning hammers will hit again. It's a little bit of damage, but it's not nothing. Okay, I don't have Chi-Ji for this. I'm gonna go ahead and Shayluns, and I do have Shield Trinket. Okay, we're coming up on a hard boss. Ah, I cannot believe I died there. That is so cringe. Do I dip out of melee when the Corsairs do the toss thing? No. So we're starting on the gold pile, he said. Sorry, I am super quiet. I am focused up, guys. Come on. We need this guy dead. What the heck? There's way too much random damage. Ah. Brother, you gotta take those to the boss. It's okay, we can nuke it down, we're fine. I don't know what I was rocking. Couldn't tell you. Yikes, I'm so dead. Come on, kill Yats, just kill Yats. me see. I can't. I don't even know where he is. I can't even see his body. Okay, someone got him up. Someone got him up. We're good. And all the ads are dead. We're fine. We recover. Okay, we're recovering gamers. Woo! Hooktail who? Oh my goodness. Okay. Is this happening? I'm still hooked. I'm still hooked. Okay. Oh, are we skipping? What are we skipping? Uh-oh. Whew. Oh my goodness, my trap muscles are so in pain after that. Okay, so I think he's meld skipping. I, of course, have a white screen again. I'm just going to follow.
My every step. You cannot control this.
Can I mount? I can. Okay. Whew.
In a museum. Only the withered and dead belong in museums. Like your
Okay, I'm going to pop potion here just to do big damage.
I choose to lead mine to grow.
Okay, potion popped. Got my Shayloons going. We have big lightning for this first one. I feel like my DPS are just going to absolutely blast this pulsar. But just in case they don't. Yeah. Pulsar who? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm only going to Tiger Palm and Blackout Kick here so that I can store up my balanced stratagem. So that my next lightning is big. Okay, I say all that and then I just J-Fire song. Oops. It's okay, I have my trinket, we're fine. And once we actually start taking damage, I can lightning it. Yeah, we're good. Says one thing, does another, yikes. Dang, dude, I cannot believe I died like that earlier. Okay, I'm gonna help my tank out. I did not mean to Rising Sun Kick the one health enemy. 8.5 minutes. I'm gonna have to Shayloons to get some damage going. I want to save up my lightnings though. I'm only gonna use them to avoid overcapping, so that way I can save them for the pulsars. We're gonna lightning there to heal the tank. Yikes.
I'm out of range.
I have Chi-Ji, but I also have all these lightnings. I'm gonna send lightnings on the first one. So let's go ahead and Shayloons. Just rip lightnings. And I can Chi-Ji for the next one. Chi-Ji should be up in time for the boss. Try to touch a death this guy. Okay, we have Chi-Ji. Hunter said that he's gonna do the thing. I'm just not even gonna think about it. Take a few deep breaths. Let's get some actual water.
I'm out of range.
Okay.
I will unmake you.
Saving these lightnings. Let's go ahead and at least envelop him as the hunter because he's running out. The big old Tiger Palm ramp. We did not Shaylins it though. Might have to trinket here.
Guards, remove these pests.
Okay. Hyper like Spark. We might push the boss. Should we look to push the boss? It's 45%, right? We should probably chill on damage. We should definitely chill on damage.
Oh, the stars are
Yikes.
mine.
It's 40%. Am I trolling? I might be trolling. I'm gonna have to shoot. Revival that.
Bow before cartel's soul. You are nothing.
Let's go ahead and envelop him as someone. I have Fort Brew rolling.
How dare you
Very nice.
hinder me? The tools of creation at my command. The realms, I can feel them all. The power of the first ones, mine to control. The tools of creation at my command.
I have a potion. I need to use it for damage here. I'm going to pop it.
Bow before cartel's soul. You are nothing.
Yikes. Okay, we're fine.
How dare you hinder me?
Scared me. We have 3 minutes.
The tools of creation
We're fine.
at my command. The realms, I can feel them all. The tools of creation at my command. The power of the first ones.
Oh, I tried to get a blackout kickoff. Whew.
Bow before cartel's soul. You are nothing.
Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. That is a my bad. Oh, they might be able to snipe it.
Dare you hinder me?
Oh, they sniped it. Oh my goodness.
The power of the first ones, mine to control. The realms,
Surely we just go boss here, right?
I can
People
feel
popped
them,
cooldowns.
the tools of creation at my command. The tools destruction. But my good down must not
Woo!
fade.
Woo! Oh my god, my shoulders have never been so tense, man.
I am grateful.
Golly.
More Walker.
This game is so much fun.
Troublesome pieces will reside where they can do no more harm and be studied by
Goodness
Cartel
gracious.
until our fortunes meet again.
Hey, yeah, big clinch. It was clutch that they shot that one line. It was super clutch. I mean, it was kind of sus because it was me versus the DK who takes the short one. I definitely should have gone long, but I didn't have enough roll charges to go long and heal at the same time. So I kind of like chose to plant and heal, and that was like very ridiculous, but that was super clutch that all three of those circles lined up perfectly for our other DPS to hit 3 with one line. Oh my goodness. That was super chill. Honestly, that was super chill. Super chill. 3,600 feeling cute. Kind of feeling cute, not gonna lie. It's kind of crazy that our two 19s are Gambit. And then a Halls? What? Second time's the charm. Absolutely. We appreciate ya. Whew. They said grats on IO. We're 3,600. I'm not stopping here, guys. We still have to stream through the end of the season. I have nothing better to do, so we're going to keep trying to push. Y'all see these queue timers, but hey, it is worth it, man. Nothing feels better than when you time a queue like that. Do we go straight from that into a 20 Priory? No, we definitely will not get invited, but... Oh my goodness, man. Go 20 Flood. I would love that. 20 Flood is crazy. Oh, man. Now you need 33... Oh, yeah, we can't stop until we beat Kira. Hold on. Only 30... That's maybe 119, actually. If I timed an Eco 19, Kira, if we time it with enough time, you're done, okay? You're in the dust. 3.7k, honestly, like, the thing is like, yeah, we have Floodgate and Priory, but other than that, like, I have Streets and Ecodome. Those two 19 and Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker's like a little hard, but we have two easy 19s to pick up again. It's like what, 20 points each, 30 points each actually. So that's 60 points like in the bag. That'll put us at 36, like a nice IO score. There it is. Oh, never mind. It wasn't meant to be. I tried. Hey, LB, huge fan. Oh, goodness. Not a fan, a viewer, but I appreciate it so much. How's it doing? I'm going to say Tree. I can't even speak. Not Kronk. Not. Hey, LB, huge fan. No, it's Cronsero. Maybe. I have no idea. But welcome in, dude. Good to see you. My voice just like shot up. Hit a new decibel. Man, nothing feels better than after you time a freaking key. Whew. Goodness. We sat in queue for like almost 45 minutes and come out on top. So it was all worth it. Okay, they kicked the Resto Druid. Will they invite Yule Mistweaver? Yeah, pull and pack in a phase 2. I've seen people do that, but no, I think we grabbed an extra Goliath in the first room so that we came in ahead of percent, so we could skip a mini boss at the end of the dungeon. Ooh. Oh, okay, let's see. LBN, there's a new cute baby mob for Minecraft announced now. Been in the works for a while. Very, very cute. A new Minecraft... What do I look up here, Ceiling Panda? Minecraft announcement, maybe. I'm not going to look up Minecraft baby. Minecraft announcement. Or maybe if I just go to, like, the Minecraft subreddit. Hold on. I feel like it's a pretty cursed thing to do. But we're going. A new Minecraft, all patch notes. 26.1 snapshot. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. Are those little ducks? What the heck? The little baby cows. Look at this. Are those baby chickens? Are there aren't ducks in Minecraft yet, are there? Look at these little guys. They're so the little kitten. I feel like they could do better with the kittens. The little sheep is so stinking cute though. Just a little guy, a little puppy, little cows. Love to see it. Thank you for that, Ceiling Panda. Desperately needed to see that. Whew. Go, go, go. It was close. It was definitely close. 3 keys in Q, WoW is boring. I mean, yeah, but I mean, it is at like this level though, so. Yeah, no, that was super. I think it was the tank and the DH that clutched that one line, but that was super clutch. Actual chickens now instead of mini hens. Yeah, true. Super true. Go 20 flood. I definitely would go 20 flood if there was one. There's that one that keeps popping up, but they keep dropping the queue. OMG, yes, new baby mobs are super cute. The baby chickens are actually proper chickens now. Yeah, those are so cute. Super great. I needed that in my life. You know, I woke up this morning, I was like, what am I missing in my life? And it was that, exactly. So guys, I know some of you guys have seen my most recent video. I put so much time into that. A couple of people have requested that I make a raid version, and I do want to. I definitely want to. The problem is that I don't have the raid footage saved up. Like, I can go in and spam keys on beta. I can't do that in raid unless they've opened up LFR, which I doubt. But I can't do the same thing for raid. Would you guys, I want to ask you guys, because y'all are, you know, y'all tune into every streams. I feel like you guys can give good input. Would y'all want me to make a similar style video just with no gameplay? So option 1 is like no gameplay, just me reviewing logs, showcasing cast sequences, and that sort of thing. Or would you rather me do a similar style video to the last one, but it has dungeon gameplay in the background still? So it's still dungeon gameplay. I could show playstyle on dummy. I mean, the thing is that like we would have to do, it's hard to show like healing dummies. Like you can't, I don't think you can just like join a phony group and just heal dummies. So like I could show like in a follower dungeon doing the thing, but no, that's not really what you can do. That would be nice though. If you could join like a fake group of just like 20 dummies that need healing, that would be amazing. To be fair, I have no 19's time, so you should be able to beat me easy peasy. I don't know, Kira. You're a force. You are a unit. Prob not dungeon gameplay that gets confused. That's what I was thinking too. So I'm thinking what I do. So for example, is like, let me just pull up a random log. I'm just going to pull up like one of my logs, even though they're super scuffed. I'm going to pull up my best log though. Haha. The 98. What even boss was this? Soulbinder Nazindri. I don't even know what that boss is. Okay, so like I'll show like, so I think I would start each healer is I would start with the summary tab and like show the talents and maybe load into the game, like import those talents in and show the talents, show the main players and explain the main talents that come into play. Slow down and pause. Real content is better in my opinion. Slow down and pause. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Slow down and pause. Slow down and pause. I don't know what you mean by that. True, Kit. Well, I mean, I have to do it first, Kira. But I think I like start on the summary page, kind of show the build, import it in, so I can like highlight over the talents and stuff. Discuss the main mechanic, like discuss like playing Chi-Chi with like this and that, you know, all the big things. And then I can say like, this is gonna translate, and I could show the healing done and say like, this is what a typical healing breakdown is gonna look like. You're gonna have this with this many casts and this with that many, you know, that kind of thing. And then there have been a bunch of changes since last raid testing. So this is why I haven't done it, Naf. I've definitely wanted to. But I haven't done this yet because Every time you dive into raid logs, the builds are different. Like that's why you have to pay attention to dates. Like you have to pay attention to a lot of stuff. So it's hard to do. It is a hard video to make, but I could do it. But after I talk about like the healing, I might wait until like week 1 of the raid, but that's waiting a long time. That is a long time. I might wait until like the end of beta. It's just, I don't know if they're gonna open up like LFR ever. Hopefully they do at the end of beta. They should. I don't see why not, but then I can go to like a cast timeline and kind of show like cast sequences and stuff. You know what I mean? Typical cast sequences. I want to know how much it changes, like Resto Shaman Season 3 in Keys versus Raid. In Keys versus Raid. I mean, the thing, like Naf is saying, like a lot, like it literally has changed like week by week in the beta testing. So it's just hard to gauge what people are going to play in the long run because you can't really tell on logs, you know. But I definitely do want to make that because a lot of people are requesting it. It's just you can't find. You just can't do good information at this point. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, I want to ask you guys, is there anything else similar that you guys want to see? I know I've kind of made it a tradition to like every season do my opinion on the easiest healer tier list kind of thing. I think that is like my favorite video to make each season, so I'm going to make that. That'll come sometime this week, maybe this weekend if I can get some time. We're having family over this weekend, but you know, after they leave, I can kind of stay up, pull an all-nighter again, and finish that video. But I want to get that style video out. I could do like a meta prediction video. Do y'all care about that at all? Do y'all care about my opinion on what the meta might look like? I feel like there's some value in that. I just want to like kind of do I want to give you guys I feel like not every content creator from what I've seen like gauges the audience to see what you guys prefer, like what you guys, and sometimes there are certain like hypothetical videos that should be made but slip through the cracks because no one makes it, you know what I mean? So I want to do that. Like I want to make the videos that give you guys the information that you are specifically looking for. Dungeon walkthroughs in general, these guys have a caster, these balls, you need to stack this buff, move here kind of thing. Zarkin, let me ask you something. So there was a season, I think in Dragonflight, that I made something similar. Algethar. There was a season where I kind of made something similar, but the problem was that this series, I should say, took so long to make, and it just did not get picked up in the algorithm. Is this kind of what you're looking for, what you're asking for? Maybe something like this, but less scripted and more straight to the point, maybe, because this video is a 20-minute long dungeon guide on how to heal a dungeon. But maybe I do something, try to aim for around 12 minutes for each dungeon, and just talk about like all the key players, like all the main things that I can leave some mechanics out that won't necessarily come up every time, you know? Is that kind of what you're shooting for? Or I guess what you're asking for? Let's see. I think even if the info isn't stable, learning the gameplay for each healer, rotation, strength, and weaknesses, etc. is helpful for the masses. If you want to level a character, you don't want to start too late either. True. So you're saying just like kind of just make it? Just make it and kind of, you know, say at the beginning like this is what things are now. And yeah, I don't think that's the play, TBH. There are some really big, well-known channels that make dungeon guides, so smaller creators' versions are redundant. Yeah, but the thing is, like, that's kind of my thing with, like, making other guides, too, is, like, yeah, other people make them, but, like, I feel like there's no such thing as like, it's not a bad idea to be redundant. Some people would resonate with my guide better, and I think even making the video for those people is the play. Like, yes, you could watch like a Hazelnutty Games guide and it would give you like a very good starter for how to just get into a dungeon. Meanwhile, there's some people that watch a quasi guide and want like the super in depth for every mechanic and how to tank and DPS this mechanic and heal this mechanic. Or you could watch my guide if you just want to heal and just know how to approach mechanics as a healer. You know what I mean? 3-minute how to heal X dungeon per class, maybe. Ooh, wait, so you're saying like 3 minutes, so 7 minutes, 7 videos per dungeon, like how to heal this dungeon as Holy Priest, how to heal this dungeon as Holy Paladin, that kind of thing? That is super, that's a lot. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if there's enough time in the whole Midnight expansion. Sorry, I zoned out if you asked me. No, you're fine. I'm being put in a position for my new raid team to play either Monk or Evoker. Leaning toward Evoker, but I'm not 100% sold yet. Play which one you prefer. Like, they're both gonna be solid, for sure. I think you'll be 100% fine, you know. Especially okay, let's see. Take on one of your beta dungeons and just voice over it. Yeah, maybe 10 minutes. Okay. Especially pointing out healers need to look out to this on this guy. Okay, yeah. I see. So just basically like my other guide, but like less scripted, just quicker kind of thing. Yes, exactly. It's beta, so things will change, but currently insert info here. I like that. That's kind of what I was gonna do. Going to do, I should say. I'm kind of just thinking of what a new healer might look for. Quasi tactics, etc. don't really do anything worth healing wise. That's what I'm thinking too. So like I did. A lot of people loved those dungeon healing guide, like how to heal each dungeon guides. The problem is like the algorithm just didn't pick it up, and I get it. It's like I think I made them too late because I made them like a week into the season, and that's just too late. Like if I were to start right now making those, I feel like they would do a lot better, and if I cared about that. But like I just want healers to know how to heal each dungeon. I don't want you to have to memorize every single thing that you'll never have to think about again, other than hearing like tactics talk about it, you know. I think specialized video, like what Kira says, would be more interesting. Yeah, I doubt doing it for every healer is viable, but maybe for like 2 classes you decide to main early. I mean, I do typically do like a how to heal this as a Mistweaver and how to heal that as this. Record completing a dungeon on each healer as the method for explaining why you are doing what you're doing and why. So you were just recording yourself talking over footage. Growl used to do this. So you're saying like 1 video, 7 dungeons. I feel like what could be cool is I could record myself doing a dungeon on all 7 healers. Hear me out. Record myself doing each dungeon on all 7 healers. And have the gameplay kind of side by side. How would I do that? And kind of like zoom. I don't know how I would do that. Maybe I make a dungeon guide. And kind of... for the dungeon guide, how about this? For the dungeon guide, I could say like, in this boss, this does this every minute. So and I could then cut to like a druid doing it. So if you're a druid, you can convoke everyone, and then cut to the shaman and say, but if you're a shaman, you can alternate healing tide totem, spirit link, and you know, like that kind of thing. Maybe. I don't know. It is tough. 1 for each healer in general. So you're saying like 7 different videos, how to heal every single dungeon as every single healer. Yes, that. So I think 8 videos, just a guide on each dungeon. Don't do 1 video 7 dungeons. Do 7 videos. 7 videos. 7 videos, 1 dungeon each. And put it in a playlist. It helps so much for many things. Searchability, getting a quick recap before a dungeon, if you know, etc. You don't gotta do it from Holy Priest. What you just said, okay, so like make my guide for each dungeon, but mention each healer. I'll show you kind of what I'm talking about. So let me pull up my, I made one for Halls of Infusion. I really like the way that I did it. Halls of Infusion. Healer's Guide to Halls of Infusion. Let me just pull this up to show you what I mean. We're not going to watch the whole video, but this is kind of what I did. Oh my goodness, I look the exact same. Let me get to the hard boss, okay? let me get to the hard boss. Okay. So, like, I talked about the mechanics. I think my face might be covering some of it, but I talked about the mechanics. But one thing that I did was I showed a graph of how, like, each healer can kind of do it, like this. And this is partly what made these videos take a long time, is making these little graphics. They take forever each, and I made a bunch of them. Would this suffice? This for certain mechanics that are harder and deserve that more in-depth explanation. So basically here I was saying, like, for this boss, it doesn't really have mechanics that like one-shot you. Instead, you need to space out your healing cooldowns to kind of heal through the boss. So, like, for example, you could do like Convoke, then wait a few seconds, do Flourish, wait a few seconds, do Triple Grove Guardian, you know? Like, this was kind of this thing, like, something similar, but I don't know. This is sick. Yeah, see, I thought these videos were really good. Like, this is some of the best videos I've ever made. But, like I said, it's just, I mean, I think I made them too late into the season. Okay, hear me out. Ceiling Panda says nah. Okay. Ceiling Panda says nah. Hear me out. How about you do one video on all the healers in Midnight, but instead of a dungeon, you show them how to download the beta and create a character with the caption saying, try it out yourself and see what healer you like best. Honestly, just be like, hey, today we're going to be talking about like which healer you should main in Midnight. Step 1, what you're going to do is you're going to download the beta. Step 2, try each healer. Step 3, make the decision yourself. Boom, video done. Okay, let's see. Healy said, by the way, welcome in, Healy. I saw you, you joined the Discord. Welcome in. Honestly, just listening as I have been doing my key. Hopefully the key went well. You would be best doing a video per dungeon like Tactics do as Mistweaver. Like a soul, this is what you need to look for as a healer, as a Mistweaver, since that's what I'm assuming you're maining. And then make that, and then take that and make a TikTok YouTube short, kind of doing it for all healers is a bit much, but I think it's a lot doing it for all healers, trust me. That is personally why I like watching Tactics as a healer. Okay, interesting. Just a thought. I mean, I don't hate it, but I feel like viewers would hate that, Vonson. But I actually love that, like, kind of like a troll. Like, here's today we're gonna decide your main at midnight, and then just put like a picture of Mistweaver's icon. Turn the video off. Make it like a 10-minute long video of just the Mistweaver icon. Boom. Or have y'all seen those TikToks where it's like, if you're seeing this, you're in group 8. It doesn't mean anything, but you're in group 8. And then for like the next week, everyone's like, are you group 8 or are you group 2? No, I'm group 2. Like that kind of thing on TikTok comments. I could make one that's like, if you're seeing this, you're in team Mistweaver. You should main Mistweaver if you're still undecided. And then that's the only one I make. And then everyone has to main Mistweaver. Really enjoyed when Growl would have people send in videos of them completing a dungeon and Growl would use it to point out the mistakes. I do plan on doing that throughout the season. Like I definitely do plan on kind of doing like VOD review style, coaching style things, which y'all are more than welcome to email. I have my email in the description of every YouTube video. So if y'all, as the season goes on, if y'all have VODs that you want to send in, you're more than welcome to. And I do plan on doing that for sure. You don't need to do each healer examples, in my opinion. It's more about when to heal and what to prio, more so than what buttons to press. I see what you mean, Ceiling Panda. So like this, except maybe just show one healer, which I kind of did, by the way, Ceiling Panda. I skipped over it. But I kind of did that right before I went into that graph. I made another little graph that kind of explained what I was talking about, using specifically Chi-Ji as an example. So instead of popping multiple cooldowns at once and then being left for the third cycle with nothing, you can space them out more with Shayloons until you need to pop Chi-Ji. Then you need to pop this. So I kind of did do that. I then also just kind of spent the time to do this as well. If you want, I'll run a beta dungeon with you so you can point out all of my mistakes, Zark, and that's the play. I need you to send me in your trash foot. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I definitely do want to do that for sure. Definitely want to do that. I personally assume people know or can figure out how to heal a dungeon. Oh god, y'all are seeing just how much Magic content I've been watching lately. Y'all see that? Literally my entire recommended is just Magic the Gathering. That's crazy. That is insanity. Whoa, I closed YouTube chat. I was literally reading that. Give me a second. I personally assume people know or can figure out how to heal a dungeon. When I look for a guide, I'm looking for the quick and dirty of this boss. Use X ability, it's going to cause group dim. The thing is, though, like, Healy, is that guide kind of was, it was all of this combined. Like, if you go watch it, like, I talk about, here's the mechanics. Here's how you should probably deal with the mechanics as an idea, and, like, you know, that kind of thing. So, it kind of was, like, a mixture of all that we've kind of mentioned so far, you know. Anyways, guys, I have a lot to think about. I will not be able to work on any videos tonight regardless, but I'm thinking I don't stream tomorrow, and that way I get to work on video. The problem is, like, I might have to tone down how much I stream for the next 2 weeks leading into the midnight pre-patch, and then that way on this boss tap to swamp. Yeah, okay. But I might have to tone down how much I stream just so I can really put more time into making the videos, like, high quality. Because I took literally the entire weekend and then, like, even Thursday night last week. Like, I spent so much time last week working on the video that I made this weekend. And people really, really liked that. So I'll definitely... It's going to take a lot. Because also those guides also kind of should be scripted. So it's just hard. Post something in video suggestion. Oh yeah. By the way, thank you, Ceiling Panda. I do have in my Discord a video suggestions tab. Where yeah, you can post videos and you see Ceiling Panda's already typing, but you can post like video suggestions. So definitely post there if you guys think of anything or you know, prefer it a certain way. I won't be able to make everyone happy, but I'll have to make a video that is realistic, but also gets the information out in a good manner, you know. But guys, look, we literally only did like 1.5 key today, and then I just yapped for a long time. But I really do think that I really want to make the best stuff possible for you guys for midnight. So I appreciate y'all yapping with me. Y'all are always so much fun to hang out with. It was a very short stream today. I apologize, but I do have commitments tonight. Also, that is an outdated link. I need to update this. But let me go ahead and get this invite to server. Sure. If you want to join the Discord, sorry, just hit the mic. Use this link instead. Yapping is good. You're listening to feedback. We appreciate that. I appreciate that, Zarkin. That is super kind of you. Yeah, I feel like one thing that moving forward as a content creator, I always want to keep me setting apart is, rumor has it that group's still looking for Resto Shaman. I know, right? That's crazy. That is crazy. But one thing that I want to separate me from other people, and not saying that other people don't do this, but I just always want to keep this as like a core to my channel, is like I want to communicate with you guys when, you know, like if I'm not feeling, you know, if I'm going through like, you know, a depressive cycle or something, I'll kind of communicate like the videos are going to slow down for a bit, or like if something like that. Or if like I want to see, like I want you guys to get the best videos possible, and I don't just want to make like slop, you know what I mean? And I want to constantly be improving. In fact, I've been working on an intro that I'm going to start to roll out for some videos. I don't think I'm going to do it for every video, but I will do it for like especially gameplay videos. I feel like it's a clean intro. It's just super simple but super clean. But guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. Like I said, I do have stuff to go do. I am sorry it's a short stream, but I will be grinding trying to get you guys all the videos you need for midnight. And I appreciate you all. I will see you guys all, I'm going to go ahead and say on Friday. That way I can work tomorrow on cranking out some good stuff. I don't know if it'll be ready. Of course Brother Bear wants to slop. Of course. What's up, Brother Bear? But yeah, I'll see you all on Friday. Have a good week. Until then, 3.6k hype. I was here. So was I, Kira. I appreciate you all. Bye. Oh, actually, let's go ahead and raid someone. We got raided at the start of the stream. I'm sorry. I just said bye, but let me raid. So if you're watching on YouTube, hop on over to Twitch. Let's show some love to a streamer. Hopefully we can find one that is smaller size than me. Let's raid someone and spread the love, because I got my start streaming when I got raided by Vesperal TV, so it literally can kickstart someone's dream career if we raid them. So Let's see. Let's do similar or smaller size. Let's see. We got viewer keys. Do we want to watch a viewer keys streamer? There's a lot of PvP going on right now, so it's time to move from Lemix and have some fun. Oh, not hardcore classic. 727 tank. Do I want to support a tank? Let's support a tank. The Wunk. I've seen this guy on TikTok streaming, so let's go support the Wunk. Let's get in here. This guy's always streaming, so might as well show some love. He's a good guy from what I've seen, so he is always gaming. So let's hop in the raid. Let's spread the love. I appreciate you all so much, by the way. Thank you guys for hanging out. Y'all make streaming so much fun. Y'all are the best. Let's get in there, show some support. Let's go. Alright, I think I have to end the stream for YouTube, so I apologize.